takes it in for the out.
And that success against off-speed pitches tells me they're doing a great job of seeing the ball deep, letting the ball travel, and then just trying to use the whole field.
Vamos, Tati.
That's to third. Mayo.
No, man. Wow.
Throwing the dirt,
Yes.
and he can't come up with it.
Let's go.
Up next for the Padres.
Well, we're going to see throwing errors from third base from time to time, and that's a pretty good example of why. If you don't get behind the throw properly, it's really easy to throw a power sinker over there to first. And first baseman, I'm sure he wants another shot at that pick, try to bail out his teammate, but that was just a tough one to come up with.
One down.
Nice
Here comes
one.
X to
That'll
the
be
plate. Tatis runs. Pitch in for a strike. Throw bounces, and he's in there safely with the stolen base.
Well, with that kind of elite arm he has behind the plate, man, it's a pretty big deal when you can swipe a bag against this dude. Maybe more than anything, it prevents teams from just testing him, thinking that they can even steal a base. But right here, they successfully moved that runner up to scoring position. Good job.
That's ripped into the outfield. Beavers takes it in for the out. And there's two down.
Wow, so.
Up next for the Padres.
Nice,
Shortstop,
so.
Manny Machado.
Incrível isso.
Runner takes off. That's in for a strike. Throw bounces in, and he's safe. And now he's up to three stolen bases in the game.
Well, sometimes stealing third base can be tough, especially if that shortstop or second baseman are making some noises, moving towards the bag, try to make you think that you've got to stay close. Well, they didn't do a very good job of that. He had a comfortable lead, got a great jump, and that's how you steal third base.
Ball, that's inside.
2 outs and a runner at third. And we're at the top of the fifth. Ripped to third, but handled, and that'll end the inning.
Make a great catch like that. It's all about timing the jump. His timing was perfect. Excellent grab, and he comes down with it. The inning is over.
We head to the bottom of the
Leading off for
fifth.
the
Here's the Orioles
Orioles.
leadoff hitter,
Right
Taylor
fielder,
Ward.
Taylor. Now pitching
David
for San
Morgan
Diego.
takes over on the
Number
mound.
66,
And he's been racking up
David
strikeouts at a
Morgan.
high rate this year, typically at least one an inning, so he'll be tough to get to.
Bruh.
Ball one there.
Wow.
Ward in his
Dang.
7th season, 32 years old, and they went out and made a trade for him last season.
Pretty easy to
that's
give
out.
up on that
Bruh,
pitch
get on
right
the
there.
back,
Started
I saw.
on the edge of the plate with the spin. You know it's going to finish well off the plate.
Curveball over for a called strike.
Well, I think that pitch surprised all of us. Right down the middle, doesn't get a swing. Not very often you see a hitter lay off a cookie like that.
Castellanos takes it himself, and the leadoff hitter
Up next for
retired in the fifth.
Orioles,
Big
The
point.
shortstop, Gunnar Henderson.
That's off the
that's
inside corner. Ball one. drilled in the air out towards right center. Tatis should have this one. And there's 2 away.
Up next for the Orioles,
Kobe
third
Mayo,
baseman,
the next to hit for the Orioles.
Kobe Mayo.
There's a line drive to left field. Brings it in, and that is that. Nothing doing this time around for the O's. They're still down 5-3.
Ui, ui, ui.
Back here in a close one, and a look now at some of the biggest plays from the game.
Manny solo home run. Castellanos. Ramón. Home run. Double. Wow.
Next to hit, Jake
Leading off for the
Cronenworth.
Padres, second
Arroz
baseman, Jake
Arena.
Cronenworth.
Swing and a
Let's
ground
go.
ball, and it finds its way through for a hit. And they have their first hit since the 2nd inning.
Up next for the Padres, third baseman, Miguel Andujar.
Cronenworth runs. Pitch is high. Throw to second. Save.
Really nice swipe of second right there.
Good
He
eye.
knew he had to get a really good jump on the pitcher because that catcher can make up some time, man. Such a good catch and throw guy behind the dish. Nice job right there, but he just beat it.
That's out to center field. Taveras takes it in for the out. And there's one down.
Up next for the Padres, first baseman, Nick Castellanos.
Here's Nicholas Castellanos. He launched a solo shot back in the 2nd inning of this one.
Yeah, that was big for these guys early on. Definitely helped them get off onto the right foot.
Here's the pitch. Runner on the move. Strike in there. Throw to third.
Hey,
Save.
let's go.
Wow, that's a pretty elite throwing arm right there from the catcher spot. Pretty daring for him to try to steal third right there, but he gets the bag. Maybe the element of surprise was what came in because he's not used to guys running on him, and right there, stealing third base, probably caught him off guard a little bit.
One away with a runner at third. And we're in the top half of the 6th.
Chacho.
Plays it on a bounce, and
Come
it deflects
on, boy.
away. Cronenworth comes around and scores.
Come
And
on,
they
boy.
take a 3-run lead.
Couldn't have timed it up any
Up
better
next
than
for the
that. When you can turn a ball around at
Good
107
ball.
off the bat,
Mariano.
it's going to make you feel really good inside. If he elevates that a little bit more, it's definitely out of here.
That's out.
On the ground to the
That ball
left.
foul.
And foul ball.
Nice.
That one is absolutely belted. That's got a chance. Can't get there.
Banca.
Should be extra bases. Castellanos headed for third.
Let's
Lead
go.
runner holds at third. So 2 runners in scoring
Next,
position
Padres.
and just 1 out.
Catcher.
Well,
Ready
Singy,
for
he
me.
is locked in there.
Está com
Well,
massa.
he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or 2 behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing it like a beach ball.
Stepping in for San Diego, Freddie Fermin. Out to short. Sends it to first.
go.
There for the out.
Calibreta.
Runner scores from
Up
third.
next for the Padres, center fielder Jackson Merrill.
Here comes the
Jets.
skipper, and
Lead up.
we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Albert Suarez won't go any further tonight. And he's responsible for the runner on second, so the book isn't closed on him yet. We'll be right back.
Now pitching.
Pitching
for the
change here,
Orioles.
Andrew
Number
Kittredge.
39.
On for the 30th time this year.
Andrew Kittredge.
Nope, outside.
Runner at second, 2 down. And Laureano in scoring position. He's trying for third. Pitch in for a strike. Throw bounces, and he's in there safely with the stolen base. He reaches 40 stolen bases on this season with that bag. The 1-1. Strike on the inside corner.
Nope.
Merrill thought that one
No way.
missed, and here comes a challenge. Barely a hair out of the zone, but it was a ball.
A hair,
So they
okay.
get to hang on to their second
Yeah.
challenge. Now a rip into left center. Pulls it in on the run. And that is that. They get 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 1 left. To the bottom of the 6th we go.
let's
4,
go.
5, 6 coming up. Padres lead it 7-3. This is Padres baseball on the show San Diego. Back now at Oriole
Leading
Park.
off for
Here's the
Orioles.
designated hitter for the
Designated
Orioles,
hitter,
Jeremiah Jackson.
Jackson.
Right through there for a strike. And that one is lifted in the air. Tatis moving under this one. And there's 1 down.
Up next for the Orioles, second baseman Blaze Alexander.
Bunt attempt, but that goes foul. The 0-1. And that skips in the dirt.
Optimal.
The Orioles down by 4 here in the bottom of the 6th. Chop back up the middle. Cronenworth throws to first, and now 2 gone.
Up next for the Orioles, catcher Samuel
Basallo, the next to hit for the Orioles. Smoked into left, base hit. And that keeps the inning going.
Up next for the Orioles, first baseman Ryan Mountcastle.
Outside
that
with a
ball went
breaking
out.
ball. Nice grab. And that's a nice play to end the inning. One left for the Orioles. Deficit remains at 4. It's 7-3. Welcome back as we take a look at their upcoming schedule.
Right fielder Fernando Tatis Jr.
This one in the air, right field. Beavers on the move. Brings it in with a nice running grab. One pitch and one out.
Up next for the Padres, the designated hitter, Xander Bogaerts.
Va Sander.
That's a ball.
Activity in the bullpen. Yennier Cano, the right-handed sinker baller. He looks to be readying himself.
Hit bang.
And the 1-0. Fly ball down the line, and no one can get to it. It's a foul ball. Here's a 1-1. Towards right center field.
Baila babusan kamu. Yes.
So a man aboard now with one away.
Let's go.
And his hitting
next for
streak
the Padres,
continues.
shortstop,
There have been almost
Manny
no
Machado.
bad days for him in the past month.
This guy's running
Let's
hot,
go.
Boog, and people around the league are paying
Wow.
serious attention to this streak now, especially the pitchers that are trying to slow him down.
Ice cream, taking off your blue jeans, dancing at the movies, 'cause it feels
Juro, suave.
baby, 'cause once you know my love.
Runner on the go. Pitches low.
Ball one.
And safe.
Hey!
It's a stolen base.
When you're trying to swipe a bag against an elite level arm behind the plate like this guy, you better get a great jump and hope that your speed can finish this job. That was a great jump right there. Really nice steal of second base.
Hey!
That one finds the zone. That's strike 2. And now
Hang
before the
on.
1-2,
Got
time
time.
is called at home plate. One out and a runner at second here in the top half of inning number 7.
Ball two.
Got him swinging. 2 away down.
Wow, just great
next
bite
for
to
the
that
Padres,
slider. Broke hard
second
out of the
baseman,
zone, and he
Jake
just couldn't hold
Cronenworth.
up the swing. You know, as a hitter, that pitch is really hard to take, and there's just not much you can do with it. You know that, but you don't want to get rung up by the umpire.
Jake Cronenworth. Runner takes off for third. Throw safe. That's a stolen base.
Very risky right there to try to steal third with 2 outs and a left-hander at the plate. I mean, there's an open lane for that catcher to throw down, but he gambled. Now he's at third, 90 feet closer. Perhaps a ball in the dirt that gets away from the catcher, and they pick up a run.
And there's a
Bang,
rocket
suave.
into the outfield. Runner in from
Cronenworth.
third to extend their lead. And he'll pull into second safely.
Really
Up
good
next for the
swing right there. He got a
Padres,
pitch that he
third
knew he could
baseman,
handle,
Miguel
allowed himself to
Andujar.
stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
Dua bang.
That's a ball.
Cronenworth at second with 2 down.
Runner, runner, runner.
Here's the pitch. Runner breaks for third.
That's
There's
ball
the ball. Throw to
Yes.
third. Save. That wasn't close. That's just his 70th stolen base of the year. No big deal.
No big deal.
And it is 2-1.
Sí, foi por a clap, pessoal. Ah.
2 outs with a runner at third. Now there's a bullet down the line.
Foul ball.
And foul ball.
Ah, não.
Time called. The 2-2 will have to wait just a second.
Bola.
Swing and a ball popped in the air.
Ah.
And that is that. Padres with a run scoring double. It's now 8-3. You're watching Padres baseball on the show San Diego. Back here in Baltimore,
Leading off for the
digging in,
Orioles,
Dylan
right
Beavers.
fielder, Dylan Beavers.
Ball. Outside, that's a ball.
Clobbered to right field, way back, gone. His second of the year, and they cut into the lead. It's 8-4.
Things might get pretty interesting if they keep connecting on pitches like that. He's so good at getting his arms extended, and that's exactly what he did right there. You don't typically want to pull a pitch in that part of the plate, but he doesn't allow his wrists to roll over, stays through the ball, gets the loft, and gets the home run.
Hey.
Oh, you just got to delete it. You give up that leadoff home run, go back to work, focus on this next batter.
Nobody on, nobody out with a run in. Here at the bottom of the 7th. Inside corner at the knees. That's a strike. Good fastball. And here's a challenge. That looked like it missed to me. Good eye at the plate. They'll overturn the call. So they've still got both their challenges. The 1-1. And there's a foul ball. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. And that's
Ball, that's
off
in.
the inside edge. 2-2. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. Safe at first as they can't make the play.
Well, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. And maybe they've got something going here, trying to get back into this one.
So back to the top of the order. So next to hit for Baltimore, Taylor Ward.
Hey.
And now the 0-1. That one found hard the other way.
With the big bats coming up and a home run already surrendered, he's really going to have to execute against these next couple of batters.
Drilled in the air out towards right center. He's got it.
Up next for the Orioles, the shortstop, Gunnar Henderson.
Bang out mas.
Hammered down the right side, but foul.
Dog play.
Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. Makes the turn at second, heads for third. To third, not in time. And it's runners at the corners with one gone. Runners at the corners here, one away. Kobe Mayo, the next to hit for the Orioles. Line drive, base hit. In comes the run from third to trim the lead. Headed for the plate. He'll score. 2 runs are in, and they cut the lead to 2.
Making some noise here. 2 RBIs on that swing, and they're right back in it. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly. Now that sets up a huge at-bat in this ball game.
Here comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. David Morgan out of the game. 2-run ball game as he heads for the dugout, and we'll be back with a new pitcher. So the Padres with a new arm on the mound, Jason Adams.
Pretty big spot he's coming into, trying to strand that runner at second base. So he's going to need to make some quality pitches. He does have first open if he needs to use it.
Ball.
Tying run at the plate. That clips the zone, and it's 1-1. This one chopped on the ground, but foul.
Ponte back, bom.
Popped in the air, left field, and there are 2 down.
Good pitch. He just kind of had him out in front on that pitch away and wasn't able to stay close.
Second baseman, Blaze Alexander.
Here's the second baseman, Blaze Alexander. 1 for 3. This one in the air, center field. Merrill
Vamos.
settles underneath it. That is the inning.
Vamos só.
But 3 score in the inning. 2 of them on this 2-run double. It's now 8-6.
Now pitching.
Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Yennier Cano.
Well, he's been hit pretty hard at times this season, as you see with the big ERA. So this is an important outing for him to get on the right track.
Leading off for San Diego, first baseman, Nick Castellanos.
Hey!
Arriba.
Oh, 1 down. Shoots a line drive single into right
Puxa,
center.
Bang só.
So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Up
curva,
next for the
é curva,
Padres, left fielder, Ramon Laureano.
Deixa eu ver se tem boa ideia.
Runner on the go. Pitch is high. Throw to second, out of bounds, safe.
Grab some.
Man at second.
That's it.
Action in
Ball
the
two.
pen down there. Ryan Helsley, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Here's a 2-0. That one back up the middle, and it gets
Castellanos
through.
adentro.
Castellanos on his way to the
Vamos,
plate.
amigo.
Safe. And now
Let's go.
9-6.
Big at bat to pad their
Up
lead
next
up
for
to
the
3.
Padres,
Just kept
catcher,
it simple.
Freddie
Played
Freeman.
Pepper with the
Good
middle of the
shot.
infield and took it back where it came from, and there was just no one there to knock it down.
Freddie Freeman, the next up for the Padres.
Vamos, Freddy.
Here comes the pitch. Runner breaks for second.
Nope, that's a
Pitch
ball.
misses. High throw, and he's safe with a stolen base.
Well, he's got a cannon of an arm back there behind the dish. A good, accurate throw is just as important in controlling the running game. So maybe rushed his throw a little bit right there. Didn't finish it off. It was high, and I think that's what allowed the base runner to make it safely.
Hey.
Né? Que querido.
The 1-1. Up the middle, and he knocks it down. Gets it there in time, though, so they get the first out of the inning.
Bruh, I really don't give a fuck.
Up next for the Padres, center fielder Jackson Merrill.
Mandaram hit, Jax.
Ball inside. Inside ball.
Laser to the
Gacho.
gap. Should score the run.
Pá, meu amor.
Runner from third in to score. It's 10-6. Pulls into second. That's an RBI double.
Well, that was one of those high percentage
next for the
advantage counts where
Padres,
batting averages
right
are just so
fielder,
much
Fernando
higher. A
Tatis
well-deserved
Jr.
double on a great swing. Got everything going on time. He stayed balanced, and he squared it up about as well as you could possibly ask.
And a dangerous hitter coming to the plate in Fernando Tatis Jr.
Home run.
Yeah.
Ixi. Por a swing só.
One out and a runner at second, and we're in the top of the 8th. Ground ball to the middle. That's a base hit. Coming home.
Eita.
He will score. It's an RBI single, and the lead is up to 5.
Up next for the Padres.
Once you get the ball by the
designated
pitcher,
hitter,
there's a lot of
Xander
base hits up the
Bogaerts.
middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Yennier Cano won't go any further. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound.
Now pitching.
So they
for the
bring on their
Orioles.
closer in the 8th, Ryan
Number
Helsley.
21.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
In the air, right field. Reaching for it and brings it in.
Up next for the Padres, shortstop Manny Machado.
Here's Manny Machado. He's already homered in this game. Tatis runs. Pitch
Ball.
misses
That's
in.
inside.
Safe at second, and that was not close. And now make it 4 stolen bases in the game for him.
Clearly not content with the lead they're working with right now, and I like that. I don't think you can get comfortable with a 5-run lead in today's game, and now they've got a good chance of adding on.
Tatis on at second with 2 down. Line to right, base hit.
Bravo.
Rounds third, headed for the plate. The throw in. He's safe.
Oh, he
It's
got it.
12-6.
Well, that was a great job of letting that runner steal
next
second
for the
base, get in the
Padres,
scoring position,
second
come
baseman,
through with the
Jake
base knock,
Cronenworth.
you add a run.
Here's the pitch. Runner goes.
Hey.
Throw there. Safe. And that makes it 30 stolen bases for him this season.
Pretty close play on that one. A perfect throw probably gets him. That throw was just a little wide to the third base side of the bag, so he had to reach a little bit to get it. Could have been just enough to make the difference there.
Man on second, 2 down.
Inside, ball 1.
And that's in for a strike. Now 1-2. That one is absolutely belted. Tavares running hard to get it. And it's a one-hopper off the wall. Should score the run. They extend their lead as the runner scores from second.
Next for
He
the
went up there and
Padres,
got it. With 2
third
strikes, I'm
baseman,
not going to leave this in the
Miguel
umpire's
Andujar.
hands. I'm going to be aggressive. It was in a location where you could get those arms extended that he loves to do. So nice job right there coming back in that at bat.
Man at second here with 2 away. Next for the Padres, Miguel Andujar. And a little something extra at stake in this at bat as he's hitless so far with his hitting streak in jeopardy. Cracks his bat and pops him up. And that's the 3rd out. So 5 runs in the inning as they bat around. Last half of the 8th coming up. The Padres on top 13-6. This is Padres baseball on the show San Diego. This one isn't
Leading
exactly
off for the
close,
Orioles,
Chris. Let's go off script
catcher,
for a moment.
I'm game.
Were we on script?
Never.
Singy, you grew up in the Bay Area. Did you have a favorite player as a kid?
Yeah, I love the A's lineup. I mean, guys like Ricky Henderson, Dave Kingman, Terry Steinbach. I mean, you just go on and on. Tony Armas. Just some tremendous rosters back then. And I loved as a kid getting on the BART train, the Bay Area Rapid Transit, pulling up right there to the stadium and then going.
Now this ball is well hit. This one's got a chance. Onto the track, and he makes the catch.
As good as he's
Up
seeing the
next
ball
for
out of the pitcher's
Orioles,
hand, you cannot
first
hang a breaking
baseman,
ball right there.
Ryan
Lucky it stayed in the ballpark.
Mountcastle.
You also had the pleasure of going over and hitting and taking batting practice at a big leaguer's house. Who was that?
Yeah, Willie McGee, one of the greatest of all time, in my opinion. Not
He
in the
lived in
Hall
your
of
neighborhood.
Yeah, his folks live right down the street from me, and that's where his batting cage was. I used to look out
That's a
of my
ball.
backyard down the hill and just dream of one day maybe being able to go over and hit with them. And that dream became a reality when I was drafted by the San Francisco Giants.
That one catches the zone. That is strike 2. Stays alive. And they'll do it again. Here's a 1-2. And a foul ball, he stays alive.
LOL.
The 1-2. Eighth pitch of the at-bat coming up. That one lifted to left. Laureano settles under it. And there's 2 down.
Up next for the Orioles, right fielder, Dylan.
Now it's the right fielder,
Beavers.
Dylan Beavers.
And it may be a long shot, but a triple here will give him the cycle.
That's in for a strike, a slider. Two down, nobody on. In the air, left field. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. This one pretty well decided at this point. Through 8 full, Padres lead it 13-6. Welcome back as we take a look at their upcoming schedule.
First baseman, Nick Castellanos.
Four, maybe. 3-4-4, nice.
Swings and blasts one deep to left center. That's back there. Get out of town.
I felt that shit.
Another homer. His 2nd home run of the game. And they add a run. It's 14-6.
First pitch hacking, and it paid off for him in a big way. My goodness, who saw this coming? Defying the odds with his 2nd homer of the game. You know, for a player not known for his power, Boog, he's making quite the statement with these swings.
Maramu. Apa também, mas.
Out towards right center field. Beavers under it. And there's one away.
Up next for the Padres, catcher,
Freddie Fermin, the next up for the Padres.
4-4-4. Okay.
Ball 1.
Bah. 270.
That's ball 2.
Helsley, multi-time All-Star. He features a slider, a four-seamer, a curve, and occasionally uses a cutter.
Hey!
One out, bases empty, and a run in here at the top of the 9th. Right through there for a strike.
Man.
The 2-2. And there's a ball. Time called now before the payoff pitch.
Bah.
Swing and a base hit. And the Padres have a man aboard with one out.
These hitters today are so great with handling velocity. They're seeing high speeds day after day, and a nice job of turning that one around.
Hey!
Back to the mound. It hit him. To first, and he
He's safe.
beats it. Everyone's
Lucio
safe.
Humble.
Up next for the Padres, right
And now
Check.
they'll hustle out to
Fernando
check on him.
Tatis
That
Jr.
was quite a shot he took as you see him down on a knee.
Yeah, clearly in some real pain, but he will not want to come out of this game if he doesn't have to. It's looking to me like he's going to try to shake it off and continue.
2 on with 1 out. Fernando Tatis Jr. to hit here. Yeah, that's fouled off.
Bola.
Too high. Ball.
Oh.
2 on 1 out.
Bang sua.
Swing and a line drive, base hit out into center field. Headed for the plate. He'll score. It's an RBI
Fernando.
single, and they now
Up
lead
next
by
for the
9.
Padres, the designated hitter, Xander Bogaerts.
Here's the pitch. Run around the goal. Cut on and miss. Throw.
No, he's
Safe.
They are being real aggressive to put some runs on the board, get 2 runners now in the scoring position. Excellent job of stealing second base and staying out of a potential double play. Now that can kind of backfire and kill your rally, but it worked out nicely. Now a chance to do some damage.
Still only 1 out here in the inning. Next pitch misses. And 1-1.
This is a situation where the hitter is looking for something up in the zone that he can get his arms extended. What you have to be careful of is that pitch that's up, that's in on your hands. That'll pop
Nope,
you up in the
that's
infield, and
inside.
that's exactly what the pitcher wants.
There's a strike. Time called. The 2-2 will have to wait just a second.
Va. Come alcanzar. Si uno menos se clapi.
Comes the 2-2. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Merrill at third. Tatis over at second with 1 down. Drilled in the air out towards right center.
Jammer.
He's got it. Both runners tagging. That's a sacrifice fly as he comes across, and it's a double-digit lead as they're up by 10.
Next for the
Well,
Padres,
that's the 3rd run of the inning, and this
shortstop,
team is doing a
Manny
nice
Machado.
job of executing at the plate right now.
Here's Machado. He's already homered here in this one.
Vamos, Manny. Un home run más, va. Pero me picheo. Si te menos te saca el loli.
And that
Oh, that's
misses.
just out.
And that's ball 1. That's smacked on a line to center. And that is that.
Jammer.
So they get 3 runs on 4 hits. 1 was the solo homer. And 9-1-2 scheduled to lead off the bottom of the 9th. The Padres on top 16-6. You're watching Padres baseball on the show,
Oh,
San
shit.
Diego. Back now at Oriole
Leading
Park.
off for
Here's
the
Leody
Orioles,
Taveras.
Center fielder, Leody Taveras.
And first offering is fouled off.
Ball 1.
The 1-1 is fouled off. One, 2 now. Battling here as he fouls it away. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Oh, look at the stop. Fires to first. It's there, and that's a great play.
Up next for the Orioles, left fielder Taylor Ward.
Close one, doesn't get the call. Ball one.
Could be a strike. It was a strike.
And another ball. One down, base is empty here in the ninth.
Out of here.
A swing and a miss, and that's strike one.
As a hitter, you
That's
got to learn
strike
something
three,
from
you
that pitch.
stupid
He clearly
fuck.
wasn't timed up on the fastball. In a 2-0 count, you have to be.
Oh, now this one's high and deep. Way
Dai che
back
ti
there.
punchare,
On
Matti.
its way,
Vai là,
gone.
so.
Taylor Ward blasts one out. His 21st of the year, and they cut into the deficit.
Knew what pitch he wanted to hit, spit on some other pitches in this at bat, was very patient, and it paid off.
Dai che ti mal ponchare, so. Con gli umpire su mano.
Here in the bottom of the ninth, one out. Gunnar Henderson getting ready to hit. Missed with a changeup, and that's ball one.
Trobe sua, ai naro, man.
In the air, left field, two down.
Up next for the Orioles,
Un out
third
mas.
baseman Kobe Mayo.
Hammers that
Bruh.
one deep left field and forget it.
Lol, okay.
It's their second home run of the inning, and they cut into the deficit.
He wasted no time in that at bat, swinging at the first pitch, and he punished it. A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
Orioles an out away. Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound.
For San
A new
Diego,
pitcher in the game,
number
Yuki
one,
Matsui,
Yuki Matsui.
on for his
Oh,
20th
wow,
appearance
wow.
of the year. On a line. Sliding,
Let's
and he
go.
makes the catch. And what a play. Ball game.
After 4 wins in a row, you start to think a little bit that you're on a roll, and that's the momentum that just takes on a life of its own. Players start hitting up and down the lineup. You never know who's going to come up with the big hit, who's going to come out of the bullpen and get the big outs, but it's a good feeling, and you want to extend it.
Well, this one ends in a blowout. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long.
That is 4 for 6, Matti. Nick Castellanos 4 for 5. Laureano 3 for 5.
It's still in San Diego.
Jake Cronenworth 3 for 5.
Hear a baby cry as the trains in New York City roll thunder down the line.
Pô, 3,94 la Geodes, 3,38.
As they sleep in
Par de bestia só.
while the harbor lights on Baltimore got nurses headed home.
What?
Joe's a Maricopa.
Why?
Say a man is but his wrong. It's morning in America, but I can't see the dawn. Congressmen in Washington receive their brief and brew while lead fills the pipelines in a Detroit County school. And I think of my grandmother, how she told me to be strong. It's morning in America, but I can't see the dawn. Waits in Jacksonville for the pain. That's what the doctor ordered. Come screaming through and in towns across the country, it's color that divides. Women working many ladies,
Double.
find our common side. It's morning in America,
That is third.
in America. We morning in America, and I can't see the dawn. No.
C'è Laureano. And money.